into December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not. Before they work it across midfield.
First down, Chicago.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Kaepernick. Flush to his right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. And into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Jarnell Mooney with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A loss of 1.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarnell Mooney with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for Metcalf on. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DK Metcalf. An even 90 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bailey now for the extra point. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run. This is Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers 13.
Play action. It's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check, 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 check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the carry. Eddie Jackson brought him down. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Kirk complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point try by Bailey. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 20, Bears 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Kaepernick's pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A 5-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3rd and long.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To number 84.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Going deep this time for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. I'm trying to collect. And 58 is the Mike.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Christian Kirk, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 6? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is what...
And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run by the big man Fournette. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And 9.
Going deep here for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, third down here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. High throw, but the catch is made.
Complete to
7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30.
Kaepernick's pass. Complete.
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
38 yards on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Going up top for Miller. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
22-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. 87's mark. Don't worry about that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 3rd. Quickly, Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account?